The idea of the Christ mind is something that ends up in a lot of books that I read or listen to. As someone who reads a lot of different spiritual material. And today I came across a really interesting concept that I want to share with you guys. So we're going to take a quick pause from the Hermetic Principles to talk about this really cool idea. First of all, welcome back to another video. I'm Ann Blackwood, your Silicon Valley Sage Sister, here to bring consciousness to the forefront of your daily life to make life a little kinder and simpler. So, as someone who is not specifically Christian, it took me a little while to get used to the idea of being able to spiritually translate concepts when certain words were used. So, when you start to notice that all of the religions are pretty much talking about the same thing, it starts to get a lot easier. Because at a certain point, when you're more religious, when you're what I call pre-spirituality 101, when you're still into religious denominations, sort of at the beginning of a spiritual awakening, it can be difficult to, especially someone like me who was pagan for a long time, hear certain words or listen to certain topics and be able to relate to it. But as I've gone along and discovered more and more spirituality, universal laws within the religious works, the easier it is for me to relate to ideas like the Christ mind. Because when I hear ideas like Christ mind, I just think enlightenment, awakening, nirvana. They're all the same thing, really. They're just spoken of from different contexts. They're just using different words to all pretty much describe the same thing, which is enlightenment. So I was listening to a Joshua David Stone book today. I love the Ascension series that he has, and there is one that you can get on audiobook. I don't know why I didn't notice this before. I don't know if I just didn't hear it or what it was, but in the book that I'm reading by Joshua David Stone, he also has a great book called Soul Psychology that I love, that I actually found because of Alanis Morissette. He talks about the second coming of Christ. And in this, he talks about how the second coming of Christ isn't a physical manifestation of any particular entity into any particular body. He talks about how the second coming of Christ is enlightenment happening in every human in the world. And I thought to myself, what a cool idea. Because everybody thinks of the second coming of Christ, the second coming of the Messiah, as a literal person born with the soul that is the ascended master incarnate. But if you think about it this way, that the second coming of the Christ mind is the world awakening, is every human being awakening, enlightening, and embodying a spiritual nature. I just think that's a really, really interesting take on it. And one that for me is more reasonable. You know, I'm the kind of person who is all about I don't know, how would I put it? All about the science, the actual science, the provable things, the facts, the 3D reality. I am a very spiritual person, but I'm just as much about science. And so, as much as I believe in things like reincarnation and love the ideas that come with spirituality, I do at the end of the day look at them as ideas. And more of them get proven to me in different ways, like the Akashic Records, for instance, is a great example of something that has been proven to me. I'm still not fond of necessarily saying that I'm channeling something specific. I would not say that I necessarily tap into the Akashic Records per se, which for those of you who don't know what the Akashic Records are, the Akashic Records are basically all of the knowledge over time and space, forward and back, stored in a spiritual cloud, if you will, that everyone can tap into. A record book, if you will, of everything past, present, and future that anyone can tap into and spiritually download from. And I experience more and more every day my abilities to tap into some sort of psychic storehouse. I, more and more every day, am directly translating feelings, energies that are reverberating from the past and the future. That hummingbird, it's freaking me out, man. I find it hilarious. I put the hummingbird feeder further away so that he doesn't have to get near me to get to it. But this little guy is really territorial. And now it's not just the flowers, it's got the hummingbird feeder. It prefers the flowers, but guys, he's freaking me out, man. Y'all just saw how close he got to me. I am seriously, like, I don't know what he's gonna do. And this is a great example. Oh my gosh. Too bad this video is not on this, but I'll talk about it anyway. You know how I talk about how we don't fear the unknown, we fear what we think we know about the unknown? I have this weird idea in my head that, like, the hummingbird is actually going to, like, attack me. That's what freaks me out. Otherwise, I wouldn't really care that he's getting close to me. I don't know if he just senses my energy. He's looking at me now. Dude, you got it. You can do the hummingbird feeder thing. But this is a great example of my not fearing the unknown. I'm not afraid of the hummingbird and what I don't know about the hummingbird. I'm afraid of what I think I know about the hummingbird because I think it's going to attack me. Anyway. He's eating off of the hummingbird feeder now. But yeah, I don't know if he just senses my energy or if he's just that possessive of my backyard. I can't wait to rewatch that footage. Anyway, so this idea that the Christ mind, the idea of enlightenment, the idea of awakening, the idea of people being able to adopt a spiritual mindset, and that the second coming of Christ in that sense is a world embodiment, is an embodiment of the Christ mind, of enlightenment in many people, not just one. That the second coming of Christ is not going to be a single embodied ascended master, but the awakening of all of us, the enlightening of all of us. What a wonderful idea. And I don't know about you, but I am dedicated to working with people to make this possible more and more. And I don't know about you, but to me, the idea of being a part of awakening the world, enlightening the world, well, that's my purpose in life. To help people heal, grow, and expand their consciousness. People ask me, a lot of people recently have been asking me, why did I start my business? And I tell them I created my holistic health practice 7 years ago, started studying psychology and mental health, healing, proactive health, even longer ago than that, because I can't imagine doing anything else. It is my calling. It is my purpose. And I always knew that I was going to want spirituality to be a part of my practice, even when I thought I was going to be a licensed psychologist. It's what I'm meant to be doing in this life. And if there's anything certain, it's that. And every day, having the opportunity to support people in ending the cycles of suffering in their lives, to heal, grow, awaken, enlighten. If one of the ways to look at that is that I'm helping bring in the second coming of Christ, because that's gonna be through the enlightenment of many people in the world, even as someone who's very much always considered themselves a witch, I can get down with that. All right, guys, my foot's fallen asleep because I am not sitting on something normal. So don't forget to subscribe. I am so close to having my custom URL, so close. So don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Share my videos so that you can help me reach others who would like my videos. And subscribe. Because as I always say, as much as I want that custom URL so that I can say, hey, go to youtube.com/balanceblackwood rather than youtube.com/ randomly generated blah, blah, blah. I want to be able to do that because I want to be able to serve more people easily. That's the motivation behind that. It's not something about clout or, you know, it's not about me getting a gold star. It's about me wanting to make it more easy for myself to be able to serve others more and more every day. So don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share. Check out the links in the description. If you're enjoying my videos here, I know you'll enjoy everything that's down in the description. That includes my Patreon, where I get even deeper into the spiritual and practical. I have my intuitive lifestyle course, Spirituality 101 and 2.0 series, as well as my meditation series. So many single workshop replays. I'm teaching a course in miracles and spirituality 2.0 right now. So much good stuff over there. Guided meditations, journal exercises, so much good stuff. And for only $23 a month, you get all of those things for just $23 a month. And then if you sign up for one of my other tiers, you get even more than that. So that's Patreon. If you'd like to work with me one-on-one, I have 6 spots available right now. And you can sign up for one of my session packages that has you signing up for a certain number of sessions, and then how often we work together. And what we work on is customized, personalized to you. So that's a link in the description. If you have any questions, feel free to email me or sign up for my free clarity call. What else? Oh, the link to dōTERRA is in there. That is something else you can sign up for my clarity call for. I do dōTERRA wellness calls, consultations with my free clarity call. You just check the dōTERRA box when you're filling that out. Oh, hold on, guys. I gotta stand up for a second. Okay, my foot was falling asleep. So, dōTERRA is your one-stop shop for all of your natural living needs. If you're into getting rid of all of those synthetic chemical products in your home and replacing them with the best plant-based products and plant medicine that actually work, dōTERRA is your one-stop shop. I literally gave my dad a bottle of our Breathe essential oil blend, told him to just smell it, just open the bottle and smell it. And he hadn't used his inhaler since. I'd given it to him that night. So that was like, I gave it to him at night, and then he asked me if he could take it with him in the morning. That's just one example, because he's been congested. So I said, hey, Dad, you've been congested. Here, smell this. Keep smelling it for a little bit, every once in a while. And he was like, hey, can I take this with me? I make my own, they have their own ready-made products, but I make my own surface cleaner out of 2 of their essential oils that they have. It's the best surface cleaner I've ever had. It works so much better. Like, you see those commercials where they like spray the surface cleaner and then they wipe it up in one wipe? That's how the surface cleaner that I make out of their essential oils actually works. I haven't tried their actual surface cleaner because I love the one that I make out of their essential oils so much. They've got so many amazing ready-made products as well as their essential oils, and they are literally the purest. So much so that dōTERRA is the only essential oil company on the market that is approved for internal use. So, yeah. So if you would like to connect with me on starting your dōTERRA journey, you can just do it yourself. You can use my link for dōTERRA. But we have memberships. We have our subscribe and save option called our loyalty rewards program. So much amazing stuff. And so if you would like help figuring out what would be best for you, if you'd like that one-on-one time to find out more, I would love to talk to you about that and help you get signed up. Otherwise, if you're the kind of person who just likes doing it yourself, just go to my link in the description to dōTERRA, click on the little menu button, hit shop, and you can browse around. And then during the checkout process, you will get the opportunity to check out the different membership options, or not get a membership at all, just buy retail. But if you do get our yearly membership, that is the membership that we have, the wholesale membership is our yearly membership, and you can get that for $35, or if you get $150 worth of products right now, you will get it for free. We also have other enrollment kits that get you the yearly membership for free, and that gets you 20% off every purchase every time, including the loyalty rewards, monthly purchases. So much good stuff. Anyway, thank you guys for joining me. Don't forget to check out the other links in the description. Don't forget that I'm doing a free workshop in about a week now, and I will be putting out information on that very soon on my email list. So if you'd like to get in on that, You got to be signed up for my email list. That's a link in the description. And as always, may the energies you serve you well. And let's keep making our way through. So this happened when I first started trying to film. The hummingbird's back, guys. He's drinking out of the flowers. I moved the hummingbird feeder. He drank out of it earlier today. I'm wondering how this interaction's gonna go. It's just about to start a video and he showed up again. And I love hummingbirds. They're part of they're one of the sacred animals as a part of the Karo tradition. Hey, bro. You what? What? Go do your thing. Oh, now there's two of them fighting over the feeder. They're getting so close to me. They don't usually get this close to me. It's like I don't know why. I have this like sense that I'm gonna get poked in the eye whenever the hummingbirds come at me. Like at first it's really tranquil, and then because they've been dive bombing me and getting really close, like less than a foot, I've been getting this like weird it's scary for me. I don't know why I am so freaked out by the idea that this hummingbird is getting that close to me. Like I genuinely feel like I'm gonna get poked in the eye or something. Like that's the instinct.